hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Yeah, we magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Mike, 45. Let him know. Let him know. Check. He's coming.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's get off the field. Kill.
YOLO.
Turn it out. Whip.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
15.
Check out route. Hot. Motion. Bump.
Hey, 57 colors.
Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
15.
Let's go. Check 52.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the pass.
Greg. Go.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Desmond King making the tackle.
36. Switch.
Trade 15.
Check 26. Say. Check 99. Rush in. Begin. Check 3.
Let's 5-7.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Hey, box truck.
53. Mike 53. Hey, pick your game up. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing his Wentz. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And now it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
25, check 25.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Alert 3.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yellow. I go blue lady.
In your face.
Check 57. Yellow.
Check 24.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy. him the 10.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Yellow. On the line.
Here we go.
Out. Hey, 57, 57.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 4-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
5 down. Stand up in it.
Yellow. On the line.
Right here. Check it back.
Attack.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
45's the mark.
Hey, 15.
Defense, let's go. 45's the mark.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Hurdles over him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Listen. 2 Janet. Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike. 56 is
Here we go. Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They still,
Orbit.
y'all playing the wrong football.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Airing one out for Crowder. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Barton. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Wide right. There's a wide right.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 45.
Hey, rip left.
Check 45.
Come back.
3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
From the 31, Mahomes. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Dobbins. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
43! 43! Yellow!
Who we got? Switch!
Check 9, check 9.
Alert flare.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up in an offset eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Keep 15. Hey, get him. You got him.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Go, Lou, Eddie! Hey, Ripley!
Just heavy on the edges. Watch twist!
Yellow!
Watch twist! Watch safety creep! Safety's creeping!
Right side!
On third down, Dobbins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this. Run a big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
56 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you.
On first down, it's Gurley. Pass from Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go off at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And again this time to the tailback.
Check, check, knock.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. Pump, slam, slam.
Hey, rip lift.
No, off.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Yellow. 180. Hey, rip lift.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yellow.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the screen.
They'll try to run this one in. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
They come up in an offset eye. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
25 yards that time.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Go. Ready?
Check 53. Get ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Saints 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Mahomes. Complete. Richardson has it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to Paul Richardson. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 50.
15.
Rip right. Rip right. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, Arnie.
All you get on the head.
Attack.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
Hey, color.
Check hot route.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This is Gabriel out on the left side. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Wait.
Check 52.
Yellow.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So we got man.
Yellow.
45. Mike, 45. Buzz. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, 15.
Fresno.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 36.
Wentz going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. That catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Bravo. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Outside, solid, solid.
Big air. Big air. Big air.
Here, shift. Man 5-7.
56 move. 56 is the mic.
Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again they run with Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's the mark. Block 57. Let's go.
5-7. Kill. Hey, Alpha.
And the blitz does come. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Saints 21. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At their 32-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Pick it up. 82, 82.
Check 56.
Now Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.